The B1 Trinity College exam requires that you talk about the future. Now, we haven't talked about the future before on this channel, but today we're going to talk about the ways that you inform and predict about the future. Because the B1 exam specifically asks for you to give information and talk about the future, then you need to know how to do it. When I say talk about the future, what I mean is talk about something that's going to happen, and you need to do it in a future tense. The only way to learn is to talk. Hi there, I'm Ed Anguish from Speak English with Ed, where we help new ESOL speakers learn to speak English. In today's video, you're going to learn how to give information and make predictions about the future. Now, this is a requirement of the B1 examinations. So let's jump in and make a start. Talk about the future. Right, if we have a look at the Trinity College's worksheet, this is what is required for a B1 examination, and it specifically says talk about the future, informing and predicting. Now, you must also use the word will when you're referring to the future, informing and predicting. This is what the examiners are expecting to look for. Now, if you stay to the end, we're going to walk through the topic form that you need to fill in when you choose your topic for this exam. We'll have a look and see what it looks like and how to fill it in. Now, when we talk about predicting, I don't mean using one of them things. No, we mean informing and predicting. So what's the difference between informing and predicting? Well, when you inform somebody, you're giving them information about something that you know. You're passing on information that you already have. When you make a prediction, you tell them what you think will be. You tell them what you think is going to happen. You don't know for sure yourself, but you're telling them what you think. So let's have a look at a sentence, and you tell me whether this sentence is informing you of something or predicting that something will happen. What is this sentence? It will be my birthday tomorrow. Is this informing or predicting? Well, actually, this is informing, because it's telling you it's going to be my birthday will be tomorrow. It won't in reality. This is just a sentence. My birthday isn't tomorrow. But it's saying my birthday will be tomorrow, so it's giving you information that I know, right? If I was to say this, it would give you information that I know. So what about this one? I think it will rain tomorrow. Is this giving you information, or is this predicting? Well, actually, this is predicting, because it says I think. Now, when you say I think, you don't know for sure. You're thinking it will rain, so you're making a prediction that it's going to rain tomorrow. It can be used in a sentence like this: I'm going to take an umbrella because I think it will rain tomorrow. This is good because you've stated what you're doing. I'm taking an umbrella, and you've given a reason why you're doing it, and the reason is I think it will rain tomorrow, right? So you're taking an umbrella and you're going to be prepared. So what do we think this sentence is then? Is this going to be informing or predicting? It will probably rain tomorrow. I'm not saying it will rain tomorrow. I'm saying it will probably. So am I passing information, or am I predicting? This is a prediction, another prediction, because there's a degree of probability there. It will probably. You're not saying, you don't know that it's going to be, so you're not passing information. You're passing something that you think. A probability is, it means it may rain tomorrow. So, what do these three sentences have in common then? We know that the first one is informing, We know that the second two, the last two, are predicting, so it isn't informing or predicting. That's not the thing that's in common. But there is something else in common about these sentences. Do you see what it is? The word will. All these sentences contain the word will, right? Will is a predicting word. It's a modal verb that is used to tell you about the future, something that's going to happen in the future. So they all contain a will, so we're talking about the future. Will is one way that you can talk about the future. Do you know another way? Can you think of another way? Let's see. How about going to, right? We can substitute will, or take will out, and we can put going to in its place, because they both mean the same thing. And you can use either will or going to. It doesn't really matter. In your B1 exam, you want to use will at least once, because that is one of the things that they're looking for. But you can also use going to. So how would you use it? Well, you just replace will with going to. So you take will away and you put it's going to in. Going to. Now if you notice here, we've got it's, which is it is, short for it is. So as well as putting going to in, we also have to put the be verb in there. It is going to be my birthday tomorrow. It means it is, and it's part of the verb to be. And if you're not sure about the verb to be, you can watch a video about am, is and are, all variations of the verb to be, by clicking the link at the top of the screen now. Next, I think it will rain tomorrow. Now we're going to change that. We're going to put it's going to rain tomorrow. So we put I think it is going to rain tomorrow. Again, contracted down. But it's the verb to be has to be in there when you put going to, right? And will. Now here we've got will probably rain. So is there any difference between that we do with this one? Can you think of anything that we do a little bit different? Or are we just going to put it's going to probably rain tomorrow? No. What we're going to do is put it's probably going to rain tomorrow. So we want to put the adverb probably in between it is and going to. So it's just a slight different, because the verb to be has to go behind it, because it's pronoun verb to be, so you need the to, and then an adverb probably, and then the going to rain tomorrow. So you must put probably in between there. When you put another adverb in, or whatever it is, it could be it's most likely, or it's very likely. Whatever you put in there, it's got to go in between it is, then your adverb or your adverbial phrase, and then going to whatever. It will just stays where it is, but it's adverb going to be. So it is a contraction of it is. There's a video at the top of the screen that will explain all about contractions that we made earlier. But these rules, it will and it's going to be, these can be used for both predictions and for passing information, for informing. Now, I think is the predicting clue here. You're saying I think. You're not saying that you know, you're saying I think. But there's other words that you can use as well. I think isn't the only way. You can use I guess. I guess is saying that you don't really know, you're just guessing that it's going to rain tomorrow. So you're making a prediction. It's just the same. I have a feeling it will rain tomorrow, or I have a feeling it's going to rain tomorrow. For whatever reason, you've got a feeling, you're making a prediction because you don't know. You've just got a feeling, right? Or, I can imagine it'll rain tomorrow. These are all different ways that you can say the same sentence, just using different predicting words, right? I suppose it's going to rain tomorrow. For whatever reason, you suppose it will rain tomorrow, or it's going to rain tomorrow. You could even say, I'll bet it's going to rain tomorrow because we've got a barbecue planned. I'll bet it'll rain tomorrow because we've got a barbecue planned. Whatever. All these are predictions. They're not saying something that you know for sure. You're making a prediction. All of them. They're all predictions. Now, when you're informing, obviously you can't use I think. You don't need that informing phrase in your sentence. So you will say, it will rain tomorrow, because you know it's going to rain. You're passing on information that you've been given, or that you know, that you're privy to, that you know it's going to rain tomorrow. It is going to rain tomorrow. Like, there is a party tomorrow at Joe's place. There is. You know this because Joe's told you. You're not guessing. You're not saying, I think there's a party at Joe's place tomorrow. No, you're saying there is because you know for sure. When you're making informing, use positive words like I am. I am going to the shops tomorrow. It's a plan, it's a future event, you're doing it tomorrow. I am doing this tomorrow. Or he will be playing cricket for such and such a team this year, whatever. She is expecting a baby in June. You know this for sure. They are going on a picnic the weekend. You know all these things for sure. So use positive words when you're informing about something, right? And you must also use future words, or it helps if you can use future words. Like above there we've got, it will rain tomorrow. You could have said, it will rain next Tuesday, right? If you know that it's going to rain tomorrow. But add something that will indicate how far in the future, or when, if you possibly can. Say, I'm getting a new car in the coming weeks, right? We're going to launch this product when XYZ is completed. We're going to launch this product when the advertising program has been completed. You must put little bit extra in. Your examiner is going to be looking for all these little bit extra things as well. When you're predicting, use predicting words like, well, there could be. I think there could be. Or I assume there will be. Probably. Envisage. We saw them on the previous page. But use predicting words in your sentence. So there could be a general election within the next few weeks. Is a prediction. There could be, because you don't know for sure, so you're making a little prediction. Okay. Things that you can predict could be things like the sport. You could predict who's going to win a football match. You could predict who's going to win the FA Cup or whatever. You could predict the number of goals that they're going to be. You can predict the weather. It's going to rain. We've just been doing that through there. You can predict politics. You can predict anything that has an uncertainty about it. You could be any competitions. It could be a singing competition or whatever. If it's a competition, you can predict it. You can predict who's going to grow the biggest onion. If you've got an allotment, you can who's going to grow the biggest onion, or how heavy will the biggest onion weigh. How heavy will it be? And one of the most common things is most people, every week somebody predicts the lottery by filling in a lottery ticket, and they're predicting that these numbers are going to win. Whether they do or not is another story, but sometimes some people get that right. So that's predicting and informing. Now, I did say right at the beginning that I would show you how to fill in what the topic form for the exam. So this is what the topic form looks like. Now the 6 boxes, don't panic, 6 boxes. In the middle one you put the topic, title of your topic. In here I've picked, I don't have an allotment, but I've picked a topic of my allotment garden. It's just a topic I've drawn off the top of my head. Do not pick this unless you have an allotment garden that you want to talk about, but pick a subject, any subject, right? And then in the 5 boxes that surround that, then you need to put 5 topics that you are prepared for your examiner to ask questions about. Okay. Now remember, this is a 5-minute discussion, 5-minute conversation on your topic. This is your topic. So you want 5 subjects around in here, and what I've chosen here is things like feeding my family from my land. I can talk about how important it is. It's a related subject, related to my allotment, and I can talk about how important it is to feed my family with healthy food that I've grown myself from my allotment. Okay. Another one could be livestock on my allotment. Now I happen to know that people have chickens, they have rabbits and livestock on their allotment. They run, some people have ferrets and mink and that sort of thing, and run them on their allotment. So this could be a topic point, a discussion point that you're inviting the examiner to talk to you about. Now you could also have a topic of chemical gardening versus organic gardening. Which is best, which you think is best, but you're inviting your examiner to ask you questions about chemical gardening versus organic gardening. Why is one better than the other? You can also do getting the family involved. How do you get the family to come down and help you with all the hard work that's involved in your gardening? There's digging, there's hoeing, there's weeding, there's watering, all sorts of things that go off on an allotment, and you probably want to get your family involved, or you probably don't want your family involved. Maybe it could be how to stop your family from getting involved. I don't know, maybe your garden's your sanctuary, your allotment's your sanctuary, and you want to be there by yourself. So that's another topic. Another topic could be my allotment in the winter. What happens on your allotment in the winter? Obviously growth is subsided. There's not a lot of growth. You can't do a lot of work, but there's certain things that you must do all through the winter on an allotment. So this could be another topic that you have, that you're really inviting your examiner to talk to you about these topics. Now, as we said, the discussion points, that's all they are, the discussion points. You're not being tested on your knowledge. In this case, you're not being tested on your knowledge of gardening. You're not being tested on what you know about your chosen subject. You're being tested about how well you can speak English. So you don't need to worry if you think, I've made a mistake. I've told him I should plant my carrots in June, and I really ought to be planting them in December. I don't know, but as I say, I'm not a gardener. But don't worry about the accuracy of what you say. The accuracy of how you say it, yes, but not what you say. And that's what the topic conversation part of your exam will be. And one of the things that they're looking for is how you talk about the future, which is what we've got on here, and it's talking about predicting and informing about the future. Plus, it's always a good idea when you make a prediction to give a reason for it. For example, I think it's going to rain at 2 p.m. tomorrow because it's rained at 2 p.m. every day this week so far. So that statement is making a prediction, it's giving a reason for the prediction, and it's using because here. It's using because to join the two parts of the sentence together. Now, when it says I want you to use because, all you need really is to give one or two, use it once or twice. You don't want to be using it all the time, otherwise it's going to sound unnatural, but just occasionally when you've got a little bit of a justification like this, use because. How do you feel now about predicting the future and telling somebody, giving information about the future? Right, it is something that your examiner is looking to hear. Not just in your topic section, the bit that you choose, but also in the conversation part as well. So it's looking for it during the whole of the exam. And don't forget, ask a question. I hope this video helps you. Well, I hope that all the videos on the Speak English with It channel help you improve or speak better English. And don't forget, if there's anything that you need clarification or help with, drop a note in the comments section below this video and I'll get back and I will answer your questions. Have you checked out the quiz section on the Noxted English website? I'll leave a link in the description below here again that will take you directly to the quiz page. You can download worksheets for some of the videos on this channel by registering for the tips and help news sheet that we send out twice a month on the first and third Saturday of every month, and it will be delivered straight into your inbox, so you don't have to go anywhere for it. You don't even have to bend down and pick it up off the floor mat when it comes through the post. No, it goes straight into your inbox on the first and the third Saturday of each month. So there's only two, so you're not overwhelmed with emails. And don't forget to watch videos next coming up at the end of the screen. The link for the videos that I put on is will be in the comments below the video now. So that leaves me to say thank you very much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you've got a ton of help and benefit from spending your time watching this video. So stay safe, take care, and practice, practice, practice. Bye.